Welcome everybody to episode 5 of the Growavy Podcast. My name is Fortune. I am the master jeweler and founder of Growavy. Right here next to me we have my man Dakohai Matityahu. This dude is a man right here. Okay, let me tell you about this man. I've known this man for several years now. This man came to the very first event back in 2016. Mine the fire truck outside, Dudley Square, Boston, right next to the fire station, so they be coming by the house all the time, you know what I mean? Anyways, this guy came to the very first event where I was selling jewelry in the inner sanctum in Boston, and that's where we met. It was a very small, intimate venue, probably only 10 or 20 people there, and I met Dakohai there as well as his woman Kay, and soon after that they started getting Growavy pieces, and man, we just been great friends, ever since. I came over his house, and he treated me like family, and we've met up several times over the years, and it's always been great vibes. And let me tell you what this man does right here. Okay, so ever since I met him, he's been awesome at training dogs. Like, I see him on Instagram, like, training people's dogs. And like, I've never seen anybody this good at training dogs. Like, he will teach them how to literally do, like, the most amazing stuff, as well as, like, do exactly what you say, when you needed to do that. And more recently, he's been getting into things like organizing workshops, as well as leading workshops, exploring self-love, and so yeah, like, I just want to let y'all know, like, I trust this man with my life, you know what I mean? Like, this dude, his heart is pure, you know what I mean? Like, he has pure intentions, he really cares about people, and so he also, he's got like 10, 15 Growavy pieces, so he really cares. He really cares about Growavy. He really believes in crystal energy and energy that flows all around us, and he really wants to help people, so that's why I brought him on the podcast, to introduce you all to him. And without further ado, want to ask you, my brother, so could you tell the people in the audience yourself what you do and how you can help them?
Word. My name is Dakohai Matityahu. What do I do? I have a plethora of things that I do. What I specialize in is gardening. I do food programs. I specialize in leading workshops that are about race. I do like race facilitation workshops. And then I also do like a peer guided self-love course where we go through 18 weeks of kind of exploring your concept of what self-love is, and we kind of like give you tools and resources to kind of aid you through your journey. That's a lot of the things that I kind of do. Just on like the tip of the iceberg. I'm a spoken word artist. I own a media company. Like my brother Fortune says, we have a family-ran dog training business. Me and my wife have been training dogs for about 6 years now. And yeah, we do a lot out here. And I have the most Growavy pieces. I definitely have the most Growavy pieces.
man, it's great to have his presence here. It just feels awesome being around this man, and I want y'all to feel that that amazing energy. I want y'all to meet him. I want y'all to DM him, hit him up, follow him on Instagram. Literally, do what you can to meet this man, cause after you meet this man, your life's gonna change for the better. And so next question. So how did you find out about Growavy?
Like you said, we were inside the sanctum a long time ago, back in 2015, 16. My wife, let's be honest, she had a studio out in the sanctum, and so we were in there doing her stuff. I was going in and out there helping her out with her things, and we are literally walking out the door, and we stumble upon Soulflower. And anyone who knows what that is, she's a really amazing artist that lives out here in Boston, has an amazing family, and she kind of just walked right by us, and we just looked at her like, oh, hold on, what? So we turn around and we follow her into this room, and this is where I see my brother Fortune, young, had the fro, had a few pieces. The craziest piece to me at that time was his organite plate. And the reason why that was amazing at the time was that was like the beginning of me kind of understanding how we function with crystal technology. Again, it's in our phones. It's kind of how the internet functions. It's in our computers. So we function with it on an everyday basis anyway. So why not learn about them versus allowing yourself to be a slave to them? And that's what I saw. And I think at the time you were like, what, 19? I think so, right? Yeah. That's when I saw in this young man, like, damn, like, this is something crazy. And after that, we kept in contact. And then as the story goes, I call you all the time when I need a piece, when I have to perform. So I'm a traveling spoken word artist, and every time I have to go perform, I literally figure out the persona I want to do, the piece that I want to have, and I hit my brother Fortune up, and I tell him, all right, this is the piece that I want. And he makes it happen. I've never had him tell me he couldn't make a piece. Like, I give him all the inspiration, and he turns around and he sends in the designs. Oh man, to be quite honest, it's the process is what I love about you the most. It's like he comes through into the house, takes in what you want, has it all written out. He goes out, he does it, right? He's working with you closely. And then when he brings it back to you, it's like you have a customized letter. You got insurance on the piece, and like the piece is in a beautiful encased customizer. It's just the presentation beats everything. And as like, oh yeah, I also cook. So as like a chef, presentation is everything for me. And the way this man presents the pieces to you is just like, this is why he's my family jeweler. So like, I have a piece, my wife got a piece, my son got a piece, my daughter's about to be born in October, she's about to get a piece. I've been thinking about it this whole time I've been in here, like, when am I gonna get her? But yeah, that's my journey with Growavy.
Respect. Appreciate that answer, man. And so why or how did you get the Growavy piece or pieces that you did?
So like I said, the custom orders. My guy has a website on his Instagram. I go on it. Everything I want always sold out. Like I think that's why I got the custom pieces. It was everything I wanted was always sold out. It was like, bro, look how lit this is. So when I would hit him up, I would literally take screenshots of his different pieces, and I'd be like, I'm trying to see you combine this, and this is the piece that I want. Like my Ankh piece, I'm pretty sure is a combination of two different Ankhs that he made, plus the idea of what I wanted it for to be a part of my show. So like all the pieces that I do with Fortune are custom made. We're talking throughout the whole process from the beginning to end, and he'll get inspiration from anything. If you can screenshot it, he got it.
Appreciate you, man. And how has wearing your Growavy piece or pieces improved your life or enhanced your performance in your career?
Man, this is a personal question. So right now, I'm in the most craziest moving situation I've been in my life. And this, in the last 6 years, this is the most time I've spent away from my pieces. And again, like I say, I travel, I do poetry, I'm still working, but I don't have my pieces. And I feel it. I literally hit him up the other day, I'm like, damn, bro, it really feels crazy not wearing the pieces, not having them. Like each piece we literally get, the energy that I wanted is the energy it has. So like not having that energy and still trying to work and still trying to perform has been very annoying. Very annoying. But I have a small piece that you gave my son, and that's the only one that I'm wearing right now as I go do things. So like that's been holding me down. But they're important to me. They're impactful. The energy of these pieces are real. The love that goes in them is real, and yeah, they impact everything I do. As a spoken word artist, as a man that just uses his voice so much, I use a lot of energy. I'm in a room with a lot of people all the time, so these pieces are how I keep myself good. They're part of my self-care and my self-love process.
Every word you say just connects right to my heart.
That's the truth.
And before our last question, could you give 30 seconds of parting words of advice for young entrepreneurs, especially in Boston?
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him when he was charging these prices at 19 years old. You don't stop, because the market will open. If you don't see a market, make a market. stop being consumers and let's be creators, right? The only way for us to lead out of this is for us to start creating stuff. So let us no longer sit and consume on our phone when we can be creating on our phone. And there's a difference between plagiarism and inspiration. We can be inspired from each other and draw from each other, but let us not go into the process of copying each other. That's not what we're here for it to do. Because we're not here to consume, we're here to create.
Love it, man. The last thing is, how can people reach you? What's your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, email?
I don't do predominantly of those things, but you can find me on Instagram as Dakohai Matityahu. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tagged somewhere in this, where either it's below or above, however it's gonna be played. It's gonna be tagged. Mm-hmm. You can find me on there, or me and my family. We have a nonprofit where we focus a lot on nature and reconnecting humanity with the laws of nature, called Keepers of the Meadow. You can find that on Instagram. That's kind of you just following us through our journey of trying to create gardens and pollinator stations in people's backyards throughout the city.
Mm-hmm. And I want to tell y'all, when y'all follow Keepers of the Meadow, you're going to see his son. His son's name is Laz. They call him Bean as his nickname. Let me tell you, I love the way this man raised his son. Like, it makes me excited every time I see a picture of his son, picture with him and his family. Like, I mean, it just looks like his son is like the happiest boy in the world. Like,
he's something.
He's so strong too. Like, yeah. he's getting so strong so fast. Like, he's out in nature. He's learning stuff. Like, I just love seeing it. And I just want to say you're a great freaking father, man.
I appreciate that.
I love seeing you be a father,
man. I'm
for real, man.
I'm trying. I appreciate you.
Respect.
I appreciate you.
Respect, my guy. And y'all can watch more episodes like this on the Growavy YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And thank you again, my brother Dakohai, for being here. Hey, respect. And everybody, keep growing wavy, and we'll see you next time. Hey, my guy.
That was good.
Awesome. I'm sure that was under 15 minutes.